Welcome back, everyone. Today we got 4910 and the brand new 4920. 4920 is sadly replacing our beloved 4910, but got them both here, and we're going to see how good or bad this replacement is. What we do know, it is a clamshell. Comes set up with a spur, 325 spur from factory. I'm just looking at the two here. It's a little bit longer, a little bit taller saw. Got my shipping scale, we'll get them weighed. But I've got them both full of fuel and oil right now. So I'll put them on the scale, see what they weigh. 4920 first. 12 pounds, 10 ounces. .732 kg. 4910. 5.386 kg. 11 pound, 14 ounces. 14.1. So right off the bat, 4920, about 14 ounces heavier than our 4910. Let's take a peek at the air filter. The new style, definitely a little bit sharper looking. Let me know if you're a fan of the new style or the older styles. Slides off, got a round cartridge style air filter. $49.10, we got the thumb screw. Get that spun off. Flatter filter on the 4910. Round style open element. Looks like they're both same material. 4920, more of a straight shot in. 4910 comes down and in. Okay. Let's put these back on. If I read the manual, I'm going to guess that this little arrow goes in that little notch. But, you know, sometimes we don't read the manuals. Slide that in. 4920 has a primer bulb. Let's look at these mufflers. Galvanized muffler on the 4920. Looks like same spike on both. But we got a plastic case clamshell. I already did swap this over to a rim setup. Pull this cover. Got the outboard clutch on the 4920. Got the inboard on the 4910. Plastic covers, non-captured nuts on both. 4910, 4920, already set up with our 3/8. You can see we got an outside chain tensioner on both. Alright, let's see how they start up and how they sound. Use our primer on the 4920. Get the fuel up there. No decompression valve. Let's see. Doesn't feel like any assist. Does have push button on off switch. It did oil. Now the 4920 does use spring anti-vibe. Definitely fairly smooth there. Where the 4910 still a rubber mount. Let's fire this one off. We'll see how it sounds. Got a decount on the 4910. Alright, you can tell that primer bulb helped the first start. Let's see if it fires right back up. Okay, not too bad. Adjustments are down here on the 4920. Looks like it's just a regular flathead. Looks like it has some type of internal limiters. We'll get to that in a minute. So they claim more power out of the 4920. And we'll put on the dyno and find out exactly how much power both of these units make. Bone stock, no cutting time on either one. So we'll make sure the tune's pretty close. Sounds pretty good on both of them. But I also picked up an aftermarket air filter setup for the 4910. We'll go over that real quick. So here's the air filter setup that we picked up. Where do you need to be? Uses a CS400 style cartridge air filter. It's all 3D printed and replaces the factory parts. So I'll install this real quick just so we can see what it looks like. But the first runs will be with the stock filter. I'll just set the cover on so you can get an idea what it's going to look like. Cover's got a little tab riveted on. Looks like so. Oh, it adds a little bit to the saw, but let me know what you think. Guess somebody could try sanding and priming and painting this if they really wanted to. But pick this up off eBay. They're listed every now and then when he has them available. And we're going to see what kind of power it has. A lot of people complain about this style filter letting fines pass or just not filtering as well. So we'll see what kind of power we can put up, if any different with this other elbow. No real restrictions in there. But I'll put it on. But I plan on putting this on just as it's printed. And see how it does. So we'll go over that once we get there. But first, get the 4920, we'll put it on the dyno, swap the sprocket over, then we'll put our 4910 on the dyno. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just put this filter setup on the dyno. 2 3mm head bolts here, 2 4mm carb bolts. Take this top portion off. Alright, like I said, no modifications to this at all. See, there's the hole. There's the hole. Doesn't look like anything real loose in there. We'll slide it down. It seems to fit well there. Car bolts back in it. Oh, it looks like a person could go in and open this up and blend it in a little bit better. This appears to be just how it came off the printer. So that's how we're going to run it in case somebody buys one and just puts it on. No issue with that bolt. Alright, no issues with the bolts. Both there, all of them went right in. Filter on there. Top piece threads on nice and secure. Get the cover. It's got this tab riveted on the front. Hooks in like the factory. Stud lines up on the top there. Then we got this top piece. I guess it goes that way so it can't pull the nut through. Alright, now we'll fire it back up, see what kind of power it puts out, if any change at all. Alright, we got those runs finished up, and the 4920 did about what they said it was supposed to do. Take a look at the graphs in a minute. Just want to go over a couple things. I do think these are supposed to have capture bar nuts. Looks like you can put the wire in there. Mine didn't come with them. And they swapped to the KO95 bar mount, which is the small Husky mount. Small Husqvarna bar. Well, looks like we got plenty of room right here on the side of the muffler. We can open up the muffler pretty easy. These do have bolt-on transfer caps. If enough people are interested, we can probably get this one ported up and see if it'll actually run with the 4910. Said, I don't put much time on them in the wood, but it'd be interesting to hear back how many people actually have these filter setups and how well they filter versus the stock one. It did show a little bit of a bump in power. I'm not sure if that's the filter design or if that's getting rid of the cross or whatnot. It did gain ever slightly in the power department. If you like the spring anti-vibe and are looking for a cheap 50cc saw, definitely one to look at. 4910's no longer available. Next one up is the 501. Definitely suggest you go feel them both. See which one you like. Like I said, it 14-15 ounces worth of difference between two, which isn't too awful bad. But that's what we got. So we'll go look at the graphs. Alright, here's the results. 4920, 3.54 horse, 2.69. Stock 4910, 3.45, 2.44 torque. And 4910 with the filter, 3.55, 2.51 torque. You can see everybody said the 4920 is supposed to have better torque than the 4910. And that's the case. Definitely pulls better down lower. Right around here, this 8,000 RPM mark, 4920 definitely pulls better torque. which that'll come in handy if we decide to port it. Let me know if you guys want to see the 4920 ported and done up. We had a little hiccup here. That was the high-low transition area. Needs to break in a little bit more fine-tuning. But these were just out of the box. Like I said, make sure the high RPM was close, just like I would when I go cut wood. You're not going to feel that. That's just something we can pick up on the dyno. But a little bit of fine-tuning would definitely smooth this run out. Not really going to gain any more peak power, but that's what we have. Here's the run for a stock 4910, 3.45. That's right there where most of them end up. Air filter, 4910, this blue, darker blue line. Adds just a little bit of peak power. So, that air filter, it does gain just a touch of power, but not a huge gain. Maybe it'll help a little bit more once they're ported. But if it does filter better and you like that look, definitely an option. I've had it. I wanted to test it for a while. I figure we might as well test it while we're doing this 4920 runs. But leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the 4920. New design growing on you. I know I'm a little disappointed it went clamshell, but guess we'll see what we can do with it. All right. Thanks a lot, everyone.